Science students, today we are talking about current and resistance, how energy from moving particles can be used. Long before people started using electricity, before they started understanding it, they were already using it. Remember, electricity flows from negative to positive. Today in lab, you're going to need a battery and a strip of aluminum foil. It's a very simple lab. We're just trying to use energy of electrons flowing through a circuit. So what we're going to do is you just take your little piece of foil. It's a pinky width wide and just a little bit longer than your battery. You're going to need a AA or C or D battery. Nothing bigger because it could be dangerous. This only has 1.5 volts, but if you get a 5 volt, you might have a bit of a situation, right, Nate? Because if you remember, somebody might have accidentally touched wires for the 5 volt and then zzz, and we don't want to get hurt in practicing our labs. Now, your book talks about how a car has only a 1.5 volt battery in it, but its amps, no, excuse me, it does not have a huge battery in it, but the amps that are in it are enough to really mess you up if you touch the positive and negative at the same time. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your piece of foil, you're going to hold it at either end. Mine's a little long. Ah, and it's hot! Okay, that was a fun demonstration. Nathaniel, can you do this one for me, because it was like a little electric type of... Be careful. It felt like I touched... What did it feel like to you? Because there's this thing where you can touch it, and it's a prank, and it zaps you. Zzz. Okay, these batteries apparently are quite strong. And that was only a AA, and it gave me quite a shock. It was very hot, and it felt like it was going to burn a hole through my finger. Be sure to sketch your setup, which is simply the foil, the battery, and you're supposed to touch both ends at the same time, but I didn't even put my thumb on the one end, and it already... Mrs. Joey might end up doing it for longer, or some of you might hold it for longer, but be careful and don't hurt yourselves with this lab. You're just demonstrating how you can feel the heat that's generated from the battery. Write your observations down. What did you feel, or what did you see Mrs. Anderson feeling if you don't have your own battery to work with? For your conclusion, did you observe or capture energy from the electron flow? And how do you know? Write your answer and return it to me. In addition to this, I want you to just go around your house or even outside. I want you to find something that has low voltage. How do we find this? Well, I have a remote right here, and I'm going to open it up. How many batteries does it have? It only has 2 batteries, so just double 1.5. It has 3 volts to run it in order for it to be able to work with the television. Other things you might use, you have your stove, and if you turn on your stove, you'll see how it gets hot, and that's because of captured resistance, and we're using the electrical resistance to help produce heat so you can cook. I'm going to pause it right here and demonstrate. Okay, here we are. We are in my kitchen. I don't know how to reverse this, so I'm going to try to just capture it. And I have my stove turned on. What can you use your stove for? It's already smoking a little bit. Oh my God.